On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Spartans headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Huskies offense will go on the attack first. In this offense, the tight end always seems to be open, and the quarterback always knows where to find him, Jesse.
These two are really special. I think they're going to be up for the individual awards for their respective positions at the end of the year. But, David, when this offense gets going, I really like how early they try to get the tight end involved in games. It shouldn't be any different in this one. He's a massive part of what they do throwing it.
And I think that's the biggest problem, to have a great quarterback. He knows exactly where he's looking.
Breaks free in the middle. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Husky. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy will sneak around, not always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, the master at his craft, perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
That's a really great play by the defender. We obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time. Now, the coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. And here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up.
Snags it and he's open. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Washington. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Spartans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to pass on second down. Look out! He's got it inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Spartans are marching down the field. The corners are walked up tight. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Right side, it's Parachek. Made a defender miss. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Line getting set on 2nd down. Williams fires to the wideout. It's complete. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, it's Washington. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Play fake, Williams. On the move. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Turning it on! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Stop right there.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Washington. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
3rd and long coming up. Williams unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Rush is on. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Got room at the 35. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They're all over him. And he gets it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Under pressure. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the back. Finding some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Williams to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
Williams from the gun on third down. Throws quickly. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, they blocked the kick. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the Red Raiders looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are so frustrated with how they're performing right now. The third quarter has got to be a major turnaround for his team. He said, we've been composed all season, but right now we are not playing our brand of football. Ball security, communication, all been an issue in this hostile environment. He said the change has to happen right now. I'll let you know if they're able to turn things around down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And the beatdown has ensued. That's his third touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Bomber, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
It's a draw. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying down the right side. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Motion from the wideout. Changing the routes with his receivers. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Good timing on the quick out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to Washington. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Williams looking for a man. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Williams. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Looking for an alley. Looking for room at the 25. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Williams pulls it in. It's shipped.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now the connection takes it to the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, here's Washington. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Washington! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Spartans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. Makes a connection. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quick handoff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 3rd and 3. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Turns it upfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
2nd down, going to throw it. Trying to barrel in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Spartan. Field shrinks. tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Fires to the big fella. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He's inside the 15. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll go to the air. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy at.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding. right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Ready, go!
Williams to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. They put the brakes on it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it.